Hey, this is Pierre de la Côte working at Planet Technologies. I'm going to show you an app that I'm never using and I should always use. I don't use it very often because unfortunately it doesn't work with guests and I'm working with a lot of customers, so I would like it to work with guests and hopefully it will come soon. But internally, it happens that I use it rarely, but sometimes. So it's a whiteboard. How does it work? So instead of sharing your screen, you share your whiteboard. So, it's a way to brainstorm all together. Um, so it's pretty easy to use. So if you have ink on your computer, you can use the pen, but you can also type text. So let's, for example, you can type text, you can add stickers if you want. You can change the color of a sticker, no big deal. You can have several stickers. And so on. And so you can use the style if you want. You can highlight something if you want. Just like a board with some supplementary tool. But where it becomes way more interesting, it's when you open it in the app. So if you didn't install it, I really recommend to install it or ask your IT to install it, but because then the capabilities are way more important. So, same tool, but with a lot of other features now. So, for example, um, let's um, try to find Nashville on the map. Let's screen capture it. Let's add it to the whiteboard. Can zoom out, zoom in. I can add text over it, image over it, whatever. I can use a ruler. So that's one thing I can add. Oops. Um, I can add images, text, like I was able to do. But now there's other things that are very interesting. For example, there's a node grid preview. So I can create a set of post-it there and eventually add other nodes. Um, I can, what is interesting, I can add task. So, and I can that during the meeting. You can say, um, So the task is book hotel, book restaurant. Might be better than book um, let's go to the movie theater and whatever. List of tasks. And people can react live, and when they react, we'll see who's reacting. And also, here I'm alone in the in the note in the whiteboard. But if we were several to, I can try to join from my smartphone. Let's see if it works. Not sure I can do that. And I can vote maybe. No, it doesn't seem to work. Let me try again. Open the whiteboard while it's waiting. So people can vote, people can annotate all the things, people can move things around. This is collaborative. Um, really, it's pretty powerful. We can mark what we did. So that's another tool. But even better, in a meeting, when you have a meeting, you want probably to have follow-ups. So instead of having this list of tasks, I can have the same kind of list of tasks, but I can add tasks like same kind of task. So who's gonna book the restaurant? I can see who likes it, but I can decide, okay, somebody like it in the meeting, and I assign him. Here I'm alone, but I can assign him. Did I assign it? Book hotel. And so now finally I'm in the same thing. I can show you that I'm gonna add something on my phone with my finger. So now you can see what I wrote. So some features, for example, this preview feature is not available on the smartphone, but it will be available on the app. So that way, I can assign people, I can see who would like to do it and then assign them. I think I need to check what's going after that, if it goes in your to-do list or in Planner, I'm not sure. I'll check that just after. So let's assign, because there's no date, so I'm not sure. Probably it's not assigned in to-do list, probably it's just in the whiteboard. So this way you can really prepare, you can brainstorm, you can prepare events, just like on a whiteboard, but even more powerful because you can import some images. You can have, for example, a plan of your office and decide to reorganize it, or who you're gonna assign to a desk, whatever. very interactive, very useful. I like to use it to brainstorm, so it's more like you know, brainstorming with. So I'm not sure if I can do that, but I think if I make a square, no, it's supposed to transform it in a square. It's supposed to. Let's redo that again. If I do a square, no, it doesn't recognize it as a square. Whatever. But what I can do, either through designing like that, just like a whiteboard, or using what I showed you earlier, the grid, not this one, the node grid. I like to, you know, for example, ask people. And then we all together can add what we think in this post-its. So those notes, if I'm missing a topic, and just add the topic. So really, that helps to. It's not that easy to manipulate. I don't know why. Um, it's um, it's really good to brainstorm with a group of people. Unfortunately, they need to be internal people. Um, but finally, what is maybe very promising is the fact that you can use templates, and I guess there's a lot of templates coming. I guess Microsoft going to provide more and more templates. So let's see what is a brainstorming template. So you can see that it's a set of. So let's move around this. Oops. Uh-huh. Why can't I move it? Not sure why I can't grab my template. Well, let's undo it and do that somewhere else, maybe here, just to be sure I'm not mistaking. Okay, so now I have my template, and so you have the agenda, follow up. So pretty useful, pre-made, handy whiteboard. This is an example. Let's see other ones. I'm not going to open all of them, but I think let's see effective meeting, what it looks like, if they have good ideas. Okay, not very interesting. Let's try another one. SWOT analysis. We often do SWOT analysis. That's important. So, for example, if I want to make a SWOT analysis of teams, So let's all together write what is the strength, what is the weakness, how we can use, and maybe why people are threatened by using Teams. And let's discuss that together. That can be a good template. And I think that I saw another template that might be interesting for project management. So there are two. Let's see the list here. Weekly planner. So let's first look at the weekly planner. That can be very interesting if I manage a plan with a team. And you can see I can export that as an Excel file. I wonder what it does. We'll try that. So let's zoom in. So I can say set the date here for the week. And say, okay, we need to do this, this, and this. Maybe the weekly planner, that's a good idea, good template idea, but maybe it will be even better if we can assign people. For example, if I work in an hospital, maybe I want to open that in a meeting at the beginning of the week and say, maybe I prepared it before, because you can, I'll show you that after. You can add the whiteboard before the meeting and can prepare, the week and say, on that day, there's, this item might be, I don't know, working in oncology. This item is working on cardiology and so on. And if I choose, instead of choosing this one, but I'll choose the follow-up, maybe I can assign people. That will be helpful. That way, it's usually in a hospital, they do that on a whiteboard by hand. Here you can, meet with everybody at the beginning of the week and assign people. Or you can just type the name of people here. I don't know what's best. But definitely that's an option. So let's finally the project management one. Project planning. Okay. So that can be also used during the project. I'm not sure if the project manager will like that option, but it can be useful, especially for small projects. So you might say, okay, but then now what? I did a lot of things in the whiteboard, so how do I remember what everything was written? So fortunately, so when I quit my app here and go back to Teams, as you can see in the team, everything is there. So we don't see the object because you need the app to see the object that I just add, all the templates and so on. But if I leave the meeting, so if I end the meeting, and I go back to my team, so should be in the chat if I remember correctly. My last meeting is here. And here you see there's a whiteboard. And if I click here, I have access to the whiteboard. So we will reload the whiteboard. So I don't lose what has been done in the whiteboard. And if I open it in the app, I should find everything that was there. And if I really am not sure about it, I think I can export to a PDF that or include a PDF, I'm not sure. Let me see if it's somewhere else. Oh, Intuition, that's why it was not working. Um, so I can send a summary into email. I can post the message in Teams eventually. Oh, I can change the toolbar location. That might be more handy on the left. Um, what else can I do? I think I can export it. So I can export it as a PNG if you really want to be sure I'm not losing it, but it's going to be in your team meeting. And if eventually you saw that you can post it to Teams, so it will probably show all my team. I really, this is a live test, so I discover with you the whiteboard because there's a lot of new capabilities I just discovered. So probably I'm gonna be able to post this whiteboard that was intended to a meeting. I might be able to post it in a channel. So let's see how it works. If it works, it's taking time. Um, so while it's doing that, you can whatever you can find as I show you in the chat in the attached to the meeting. You can find the whiteboard. Um, so I'm gonna post it in my demo channel in the let's say the general channel. Okay, let's post it here. We'll see after what it does. Oh, you can even change the background if you want to. Okay, with a grid can be helpful. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. I don't see the grid. Um, active pen, link to shape, link to table. Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. So link to shape is, okay, now I decide to, uh-oh. Okay, I decide to small. What can I draw? There's a little bit of learning curve apparently, because here I don't know why it's zooming in, zooming out. Um, and I'm intending to draw something here, not to move the. Okay, let's try again. No, I can't get to figure it out. So maybe I will. Yeah, I will do that. Sorry. Okay, now it works. So maybe I don't know what it means, but so what I'm gonna. Oops. Yeah, now I don't want to do that. Now I want to move. So now I want to clean. And finally, I'll be able to show what I was meaning by drawing a shape. Still not working. Let's try another shape. My shape was not very good. Still not good. Not good. I'm not able to draw a rectangle. That's amazing. Maybe a circle. Link ink to shape. Should be a ink to shape. Oh yeah, it worked. So you really need to be good at drawing something. Up, yeah. Circle. Yeah. Ellipses. Yeah. Triangle. Yeah. Does he do a cylinder? Uh-uh. So you can play with it. You can try it. This is fun. Um, you can also, what I've seen in one demo is um, you can draw this like that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's too big. It was working. Oh, I need to really. And now, if I do that, yeah. If I do that, yeah. How cool is this? So just, I'm not sure the experience is really great today, but definitely there's some room for more improvement, but definitely there's some innovation that are really interesting. I think this works better on a smart board, on a big board, on a Surface Hub, for example. But what is really the key point here is um, in in uh, in the whiteboard. There's you can't create a lot of whiteboard. As you can see, I've created other whiteboards, and what I wanted to share today was really that the whiteboard is really very interesting to collaborate in a meeting, but also prior to the meeting and after the meeting. And there are some new scenarios coming with, pre-built some sort of template, some sort of tools like the follow-up and the list of tasks. And then you can add also whatever kind of content that you can pass as an image and work all together. And the templates are pretty, I think there's some templates I'm probably going to use, like the SWOT one. It depends on your business case, but I think there's some use case with the date. That's a nice template pre-built. So you can build your template and see if you can save this as a template. Um, but probably will come if it's not there yet. But it's really definitely a better tool than just talking or just sharing a PowerPoint presentation. If you want to interact a little bit and co-author what you're doing with people, that's definitely a good way to go. So finally, we're going to see if my I published it, just because I'm curious about it. It might not be the best demo I've did, but here, okay, so no, that's not it. So I don't see, yeah, today, meeting with Pierre. Okay, so let's close everything. So if I click here, wow, cool. It opens it in the app or in the web. So when you remember when I posted the whiteboard in the team, that creates actually a link to my whiteboard, because actually um, whiteboard is an app which is here. So here I have all my whiteboards, just as I showed you on my app. And I can find again my whiteboard the same way and open into the app. With more features, and the preview features looks very nice. So that was a messy introduction to Whiteboard, but I think you need to investigate because there's not a lot of new features here. I didn't try the import a Word document PowerPoint, but play with it. I think definitely using some templates can be helpful. Definitely having this follow-up list or list preview can be very helpful because what is really interesting is people can like something. Um, so if I should do a demo with other people, and you will see also every time somebody is writing in the whiteboard, we see either his name or his initials or his face, where he's typing or where he's doing what. So it's really a co-authoring, live co-authoring tool. And as the other tool, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, so it's a co-author tool, and you can work before, during, and after the meeting. That is very powerful, and you don't lose anything. Hope this introduction was not too messy.